Welcome students. Here I will discuss with you multinational capital budgeting with case studies. First we will see the introductions of a multinational capital budgeting. Like a traditional capital budgeting, the traditional capital budgeting is the actually entire process of decision making relating to the acquisition of long-term assets whose returns are expected to arise over a period beyond 1 year. That means it is the decisions regarding the investing in the fixed assets of the company and the returns in the form of cash inflows which will be received by the company in the future time period. The analysis of these cash inflows and cash outflows we can see in the capital budgeting, and this will help us to take a decision regarding the capital budgeting on the basis of the probability of that project. Multinational capital budgeting is also focus on the cash inflows and outflows associated with the long-term investment. That means if the Reliance company want to set up their one project or company in the USA, for that long-term investment, the inflow and outflow associated with that project will help the Reliance company to take a decision regarding the acceptance or rejection of that project. Multinational capital budgeting techniques are used for foreign direct investment analysis. Foreign direct investment analysis will be useful to take a decision regarding the investment in the foreign long-term investment project. There are some factors to be considered under the multinational capital budgeting. Foreign projects are subject to foreign exchange risk because of the exchange rate fluctuation. We will see the same example. If the Reliance has set up their project or they want to set up their project in the USA, they will have to face the problem or risk of exchange rate fluctuation. If the currency US dollars is depreciating, in that case the cash inflow the Reliance company is receiving in the future time period will be also will be less as compared to today's rate. That means they have to face a loss regarding the currency because of the exchange rate fluctuations. For example, if today's rate is for the US dollar, for 1 US dollar there is a 70 rupees, and after 1 month there is a rate, or after 1 year there is a rate for $1 rupees 69, and if they are receiving their cash flow after 1 year at the rate rupees 69 per dollar, they will also they have to face the loss of a $1 rupee per dollar. The second is a multiple tax jurisdictions are involved in subjecting to cash flows to double taxation. Same example, Reliance have to pay tax in the USA as well as in India because of their project in the USA. But if they are signing the contract of avoidance of double taxations, in that case only they can have excuse for these double taxations, otherwise they have to pay this tax. Further, foreign government may place restrictions on repatriation of exchange back to the home country. Repatriation, that means repatriation is a given back return to the home country. Whatever the cash inflows that project is earning, that has to be returned to the home country. For example, if the Reliance from their USA project, whatever the cash flow they are earning in the USA, that will be returned back to the India. but there will be some restrictions from the USA. For example, USA can demand for at least 10% 10% earnings should be deposit in USA itself, or the Reliance company has to take return after completing the project. The repatriation restrictions will also has to be followed. Repatriation restrictions will also create some difficulties or problem of the Reliance company, so that there is one of the factors which has to be considered while multinational project. There are two types of approaches: foreign currency approach and home currency approach. For calculating the NPV based on foreign country cost of capital and then converting foreign currency NPV to local currency at the spot exchange rate. In that we can calculate the NPV by considering the foreign currency cost of capital. That means what is the risk involved in the foreign country that has to be considered, and after that calculating the NPV we can convert the NPV amount into the local currency. The issue regarding is that calculating foreign discount rate based on the foreign risk. Home currency approach, in that we can calculate the NPV at on the basis of a home country cost of capital, and the issue is that the calculating future spot exchange rates to convert the foreign cash flows. See the one case study. The US multinational company is planning to set up a manufacturing unit to produce 5 million units in India. The initial project cost is 50 million rupees. Net working capital estimated rupees 5 million. The company follows straight line method of depreciations. Expected life of plant is 5 years. 10 million rupees salvage value, and selling price per unit is rupees 70. Variable cost per unit is rupees 20. Additional fixed cost is rupees 2 million per annum. Tax rate is 40%. Required rate of return of project is 15%. Calculate the NPV of proposed project, and the excellent for 5 years is given in the below table. From the zero will be for a cash outflow or initial investment. Initial cash outflow we will calculate as 0 year. Cost of plant of machinery rupees 50 million. Working capital 5. Total will be 55 million. And cash outflow converted in a US dollar at exchange rate of a 0 year. US dollar is equal, 1 US dollar is equal to the 68 rupees, and the dollar will be a 55 rupees million will be converted in dollar, $0.81 million. Generated cash flows by investment in India for 5 years. Sales revenue 5 million units which are they will produce. This 5 million multiply rupees 70, 350 rupees million, less variable cost 5 million rupees as per the rupees 20 per unit. 100 will be less. Deduct fixed cost is 2 million. Depreciation as per the straight line method we have used this formula, and the depreciation is 8 million. EBIT will be earning before interest and tax 240 rupees million, less tax 40%, that is a 96 million. and the earning after tax will be 144 million rupees. At last we have to add depreciation 8, and at final we will calculate the amount of cash flow after tax but before depreciation, that is 152 million rupees. Determination of NPV. The first we have considered here the cash flow after tax 152 for 5 years. After that we have to take a realized working capital 5 million, salvage value rupees 10 million. Rupees is converted as per the exchange rate, and after conversion the cash flow after tax is calculated in the US dollar in millions. PV factor for at a rate 15% is given, and by multiplying this US dollar with the PV factor we have calculated present value in dollar, this 1.89 for first year, $1.89 in the million, for second year $1.60, for third year $1.35, for fourth year $114, fifth year $0.96, working capital $0.03, and salvage value 0.06. The total of present value of cash inflows in the dollars 7.03 less present value of initial outflow, which we have calculated in point number 1, $0.81, and the net present value is a $6.22 million. Since NPV is positive, the proposal should be accepted as it gives financial stability to US multinational company. Thank you all of you. If you have any query you can contact to me.